Hello Pythoners, my name is James. What I would like to do in this video is do an overview of Python's random library. Now typically I do all of my work in Python 3, but I'm going to explain later in this video why I use Python 2 in this video. So let's start up Python 2. And because this is about random, let's import random. Now random is going to be Python's pseudo-random number generator, and it's pseudo-random is because it has the illusion of randomness. Now anytime you're exploring a new library in Python, you can always use help and then the name of that library, and it will bring up a help screen of that library. And of course random is all about random variable generators. And what I would like to do is scroll through here and pick out two methods I want to look at. The first one is choice, and the second is, there it is, randint. And we're going to go over these two methods today. Now let's do randint first. So randint requires two numbers, a low and a high. So if you have a six-sided die, the low number on that die will be a 1 and the high number will be a 6. So we'll say random.randint, and we'll say 1 and 6, and I rolled a 6 on a six-sided die. And every time I run this, I am going to get a pseudo-random number. Now let's say that you're a tabletop gamer, you're in a D20 system. We could say random.randint 120, and I rolled a 16 on a 20-sided die. And you can see how the numbers are coming up sort of different every time. What I would like to do now is to look at the choice variable. So in order to illustrate choice, we are going to create an array. I'm going to name it A, and we'll put in the values 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. Now let's use choice to select one value in A. So we'll say random.choice A, and it picked the number 30. So whatever values are in that list are going to be among the values that you can pick, that choice will pick from. Now here's why I'm going to use Python 2. If you ever go to a Mac store, they've got all these beautiful Macintosh computers with great big screens. Now Macintosh computers, since about the year 2000, have all been running the Unix operating system, and every single one of those computers has Python 2 underneath it. So what I'll do is I'll walk over to the biggest screen in the store, I'll find the terminal, and I'll start up a new terminal, and I'll maximize it so that you can't see the toolbars at all, and I'll start up Python 2, which is just the keyword Python, and I'll import library, and I'll start using the random library. So what I'll do is I'll say random choice, and then I'll go right across the top of the keyboard. I'm just hitting keys so that I get a bunch of symbols, and it will randomly select one of these symbols in the string. Now once I have that working, I will use list comprehension. And what list comprehension does, it'll allow you to call a function multiple times. And let's do about 85. There we go. So this is an example of list comprehension. What I've done is I've sampled our string 85 times, and I've come up with 85 characters. And then what I'll like to do next is I can join those 85 characters. So let's use the join method that comes in the string library. So in order to properly join, you need an empty string followed by a dot and the word join, and then just wrap everything in parentheses that we've done so far. And we'll get a single random string on the as our output. And then finally, I like to print this, and so it doesn't have the beginning, opening, and closing string symbols. Now, right before I'm about to walk out of the store, I will scroll to the beginning of my line and I'll type in while true. Now, Pythoners, that's the line for an infinite loop. And I have my line here, which presents a random string. I'll hit enter, and then I'll hit enter one more time, and then I will casually walk out of the store. Now, this has been an overview of Python's pseudo-random number generator, which is called random. You can use help random in order to read all of the documentation of random's functions. You can also do dir random to get a quick overview of the features that random has. We covered two methods in this particular video. That was choice and randint. And choice will sample a list, while randint will pull a number off a range of values. And then I showed you how to create this random number pattern. And well, I hope you enjoy it. I'd like to make more videos for you in the future. If you enjoyed this, leave a note in the comments. Thank you.